friends, thanks for joining me today in another one of our craft videos. Today we're going to be making a snowman. I just love snowman. Oh, I don't know what it is about them. I just find them so adorable. But today we're going to be starting with just this little bottle. It's plastic and it has a screw top lid. And if you notice, the top of it's kind of rounded like a snowball might be for a snowman. And then it has two distinct sections after that. A friend of mine gave me this bottle and said, "Do you think you could turn this into a snowman?" And I said, "I bet I could. Let's give it a try." So if you're looking for a bottle like this, it's some kind of a beverage. I'm not sure exactly what, but you may be familiar with it. I am not. But I am going to start by just putting a little paint inside the bottle. I'm just using acrylic paint. It's a matte finish, and you could do a couple of different things. I'm just pouring it into my bottle, but if you wanted, you could certainly paint the outside of the bottle because the acrylic paint would adhere to it. And I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water to this just to make the paint a little bit thinner so that it will spread evenly into our bottle. I probably added 1/4 of a teaspoon, not quite a half. And I'm just going to shake this up. And I may have to add some more paint too. I'm not exactly sure that I got quite enough in there. But I'm just going to shake it around and trying to coat the whole inside. And yeah, it looks like I could certainly add a little more. All right. And I think I probably had enough water in there, so we'll just leave that and see how it goes. But yeah, so now I'm just going to swirl it around in here and tap it a little and try to fill my bottle. And I will fast forward for you all and catch you on the other side when it's complete, okay? Okay, so I have shaken the bottle around pretty good and it seems to be very well coated. So now I just want you to see it is wet in there and it will take a couple of days to dry probably. So if you are in a hurry for that, then certainly you could paint the outside and you probably wouldn't have to wait as long, probably an hour or so before you could touch it, but definitely give it maybe more like 24 hours to completely dry, but an hour would be plenty of time to be able to touch it and work with it if you wanted to do the outside paint. And the difference would be the outside, it would have more of a matte finish, and with the paint inside, you can see it's kind of more shiny. So just a different approach, that was all. I just wanted to give it a whirl and see. So what I want to do now is, let's see, I think I will make the hat. So I just traced the bottom of the bottle beforehand onto a piece of paper, and then I took the paper and put it on some black felt and made myself a black circle. And I want this to be the brim of the hat. And I'm going to fold the hat in half and kind of take my scissors and make some cuts in the hat, but not all the way through. If you can see, I've left a little bit of the brim. I don't know, that's maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. And I'm just going to kind of make a few more cuts along the way and not go all the way through the brim if I can help it. That's not my goal. And okay, so can you see that? It just, it looks like a bunch of little triangles cut in, but I didn't go all the way through. I think they're all pretty good. I think I cut as far as I can. And then what I want to do is just slide this over the top like so. And then we can screw the cap back on. So you might want to wait to do this until your paint is dry inside. I'm not waiting, just for the purpose of the video. And I can see that I didn't maybe cut so well because my brim's a little wider here than the back, but I can trim it if I want, trim it down with scissors, or I can just leave it. Who's gonna be so picky except myself? So then I have a strip of black felt. I did measure around the lid with a piece of string and then measured out the felt so that I could glue this on around the bottle. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on here and put that down. Okay, and just add some more and continue around, overlap, and you can see we've got a hat going. And I took the cap itself and I traced it, and I'm just going to stick that right on top. Okay, so there's my hat. Not too bad looking. And what I want to do now is I just cut a tiny little piece of orange felt for his nose. You could also use an orange permanent marker if you had one, but I'm just going to use the orange felt today. And I'm just going to find a spot where I'd like it to go and put it on. And there's his nose. And then I am going to take a black Sharpie, just because I was not very excited about cutting out all tiny little black circles. So you can certainly cut out black felt circles, or if you prefer black foam, that works too. And I'm just going to give him some black coal eyes, 2 eyes. And I want to make a few dots, little stones for his mouth. So now he's got a mouth. And I'm going to do some buttons on his belly. And he's got some buttons on his belly. And then I took a piece of gross grain ribbon, and I'm just going to glue that around here for his scarf. And I just went with red because I really like the contrast of the red with the white and the black. It's very striking. Let's see. Well, I'm not exactly happy with the way his scarf came out, but we tried. But anyways, he doesn't look half bad. And so this was just something that my friend was going to put in the recycling bin, and look at how cute he turned out. And I'd love to see your snowmen should you decide to create one, and maybe you would like to go with a different kind of scarf, or maybe no scarf at all. I'd love to see all your variations, and you could send your pictures to info@killinglypl.org. Thanks for stopping in today, and have a great day.